good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for having this this forum. I would ask you to move to prohibit open carry, and I don't think that that has anything to do with restricting the full Second Amendment rights. Again, as the previous speaker said, it does. The Second Amendment does not mean that you should be able to carry a firearm everywhere you go. So the bottom line question here to me is, what kind of a city do we want? What kind of a community do we want? And when we moved here about 5 years ago, I found it to be very friendly, and I found that people like to get together. And in my community, I threw a potluck for all the neighbors that I didn't know, and it shocked me because 60 people came. They all came, and it meant to me that they really want community. They want to gather together and get to know each other and to be friendly with each other. And my worry is that the civility, which I have experienced actually my whole life everywhere I go, I've experienced civility. Yes, there are these horror stories of murders that happen, but those are so rare compared to the huge number of people who behave well every day. So the civility of a city can deteriorate very gradually in increments. And this kind of an open carry, allowance of an open carry, would make a huge leap in the drop in civility in our city. I like what the folks have said before about freedom, the other side of that being responsibility. So you have a certain amount of freedom to have guns, but you are responsible that you don't infringe on other people's ability to speak with you if you're doing something incorrect in public. To say, wait a minute, why are you parking your car there? That's not an appropriate place to park, and it's in the way for people who are handicapped. Well, if they have a gun on their body, you're not sure that you can even say that to them, like the previous speaker said. So it puts intimidation into the equation. And like someone else said here, it's meant to be intimidating. Well, why would people want to go around intimidating others? To me, that means that there's something going there with them. Maybe some fear. And again, in my family, I have a person in my family who has to have her gun everywhere she goes. And what I see in her is fear. She's afraid somebody's after her. It's like when she came to visit me in Portland, when I lived in Portland, like, oh my gosh, coming into the city of Portland, I gotta have a gun. Because she sees somebody out to get her at every turn. And that's not how I've seen life at all. So it's ironic to me we're in this wonderful theater where lots of fun and happiness has happened, and we're talking about something that's going to decrease our civility.